Hi, friends. In our time together today, I want to dig just a little bit more into an idea I introduced in the recent video where I shared a practice session of the Banshee reel. I'll stick a link to the top if you're interested. Anyway, so what we're doing today is we're thinking through why we add ornamentation, embellishments, and expression to the tunes we play. See, the reason is this conversation will give us a deeper understanding of how and why we add ornamentation, embellishments, and expression to the tunes we play. Ornaments are those items, traditional items like cuts, taps, slides, crayons, rolls, and the like. I personally think of embellishments, they don't really fit officially into the ornamentation list, but you use them as though they were ornaments. I've heard a lot of people putting in a trill or a quick run into a tune that wasn't really written into a tune, but you're throwing in as an embellishment to the tune. And moving forward, though, in this conversation, I wanted to make that distinction, but in this conversation moving forward, for our purposes, I'm going to combine ornaments and embellishments as one under the category, umbrella as it were, of ornaments. And expression is when we add various ways to emote or express the feeling of a tune. Like you're playing an air and you're sitting on a note, or you add a pause, or if you're playing a dancey tune, you get really bouncy in particular places. They're the ways we use the things we do to accentuate the mood of a tune. So, why do we use ornamentation and expression? I feel this is a very important conversation for us to have, but because, like I said, this helps define for us what ornaments and what expression we use and when we use it. First, ornamentation and expression are simply part of playing traditional music. It's just part of playing traditional music. So without ornamentation and expression, it wouldn't be traditional Irish music. Now, and most often we hear ornamentation and expression mentioned as a very practical way to, for example, distinguish between repeated notes, to highlight transitions, to move from one section of a tune to another, and or to accentuate particular phrases in a tune. And this is all very true. These are right. And they may be at the top of the list, but they're not the only reasons why we add ornamentation and expression to tunes. So let me give you a couple others. So first, it's part of what playing traditional music looks like. In addition to this, ornamentation and expression together support and enhance the feel and the mood of a tune. For example, an air with ornamentation and expression becomes more emotive as we play it. A jig, a reel, a polka, or other dance styles become more dancey, depending upon how you ornament and expression that tune. A lament can become more sad and emotional, depending upon how you ornament and express that tune. And we could go through all the different types of Irish music as we're talking about that. And this fits to more music styles than just Irish, but that's kind of the focus of ornamentation and expression. So first, because it's traditional. Second, because it supports and enhances the way you actually, the feel and mood of a tune. Another reason is because these are central to how we personalize a tune. A tune becomes mine, becomes yours, depending upon how you and I choose to personalize that tune. You could, if you know enough about different musicians, you could identify a musician by the style of their play simply by listening to how they play. So, it's just part of traditional music. It is a way to enhance the emotion and the expression of a tune. It is a way to personalize a tune. And a caveat on ornamentation and expression. Ornamentation and expression were never intended to overwhelm the core of the tune. I talk a lot about the core of the tune. Learn the core of the tune, protect the core of the tune, play variations of the core of the tune. There are often many, but don't let the way you ornament and express a tune eliminate the core of the tune so that it's actually unrecognizable as to what it is. I'm not saying I've heard a lot of people do that, but I hear some people, it's as though they're showing how good they are with ornaments. And these are ways to highlight tunes and to highlight the flow, the mood, the personalization of a tune. They're not meant to overwhelm the tune. All these reasons are why you hear me say that I do not want, when I tell you how to ornament a tune, I refuse to be overly prescriptive. I'll make recommendations. I'll share a practice session. I'll share how I ornament a tune. But I always say, go and listen to other people. Go and watch live performances. Go and watch a group play this. Go and watch people on other instruments play these tunes, because I want you to be an individual musician who is in community, in that broader community of traditional musicians. And traditional musicians personalize music. I don't want you to ever be a parrot of someone great. I want you to learn from the greats in our musical arena. I want you to learn from them. I want to learn from them so that my playing is mine, your playing is yours, because when I want to listen to you play, I want to listen to you play. Take what someone else has done, imitate it, use it, integrate it, but make it your own. But by all means, go and listen to them so that you have the option to know what to do and how you might want to personalize it. All this is also why you hear me say that the process of deciding how to ornament and express a tune is a lot like experimentation. You're thinking, and you'll hear me say this, I'm trying this now. Will it work to have, to slide up to that note? Will it work to tongue it? Will it work to bounce off it? Will it work to put a roll on it? Will it work to just slide over it and then hit something on the downward? Or do I want the core of the tune to stand out here? I experiment with it. You need to experiment with it, because that is how we learn. That is how we make that personalization difference. So try different things. Experiment. That's so important. These are what I see, my friends, as primary reasons why we add ornamentation and expression to the tunes we play. And I would love for you to dive more deeply into making it your own. That's what I'm trying to do. And I'm trying to share that with you so that we can each be the traditional musicians who inherit this beautiful music and adopt it as our own with ornamentation and expression. Until next time, this is Scott Shade. Happy whistling, my friends.